It is the Johnny Murdoch Show Friday night. It's going to be about 2 a.m. on the
It
East
is
Coast.
John Murdoch Show Friday night.
It's working. I don't think anybody's awake anyway, you know? That's why I did it. That's why I did it. It's like, it doesn't matter. Nobody's around. I could just go through all my old emails with all the cool like pictures and stuff people sent me. Could go over all the Jesuit and Masonic information people send me. I don't have to worry about nothing else. Like I could just sit here and stretch and just talk freely. I am alive. I'm alive and well. I have not been killed by the flat earth killers just yet. I'm still alive. I found out recently flat earth is a hoax. Flat earth is a hoax. The earth is actually pear shaped. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was Glenda who told me that. Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to say any names. Damn it. I lost. I lost. Damn it. So, there was something I wanted to talk about, though. Um, sometimes in life, things happen and people are afraid to take the step, like it's intimidating. Life is intimidating. um I'm not sure if it was Martin Luther King who said, even if you can't see the next step, just take the step, you know or it's like when you're driving in your car at night, you can only really see like 10 feet in front of you, but you just keep driving. Well, that happened to me recently. I was really intimidated or nervous or afraid to do something, and I just kept going, and it kind of worked out. You're gonna have your little mess ups here and there, but like tonight, like right now, like should I go live or should I not? But you know what? Fuck it. I just hit live, and then here I am. I'm live. Yeah. So here we are. Um, there's some interesting things going on in flat Earth. Um, I guess that there's Math Powerland. You know, he's he's live like 20 times a day. You can watch him painting his own self. I actually saw him put some paint on the canvas this time. It's pretty interesting. Uh, Mike Truther is out of jail. Oh, Popcorn. You want on the show, Pops? You're in, Pops. Pops is the fourth person watching. Yeah, flat earthers are terrorists. If you have a fake bomb or probably lots of threats, or you're like a Craigslist shill, you'll fit right in. Pops is in. I haven't heard from Pops in weeks. You're in, Pops. Hold on. Let me send you the link, buddy. I knew I just had to hit live. I didn't really have to do shit. I just had to hit live and somebody would. There it is, Pops. I hope you can find it. But it's Friday night. I went to the club. I had some drinks. I didn't want to get drunk though, because I knew I had to drive home. I didn't want to pull a Jake the asshole, and just drive drunk. So I could only have like 2 or 3 drinks. Stand in the corner, you know, go on the dance floor, dance with some girls, go back to get a drink, come back, and those girls are dancing with somebody else. You know, and I'm like, man, this is not the right setting for me. Pops, boom. Now the shills are fucked. But I don't have to work tomorrow. Okay, let me change the title. Late Night Friday, Flat Earth Pops or something. Late Night Friday on a Flat Earth with Pops. That works. And friends. Late Night Friday on a Flat Earth with Pops and friends. That sounds pretty good. Cool. Saved. So, yeah. I'm not drinking Guinness, but I'm drinking Fat Tire. I don't know if you've ever heard of Fat Tire. It's not bad. Amber Ale. It's weird. Like the wind makes my door move. So I always think there's someone at my door. What's up? What's up, Pops, man?
You got it.
How you been, man? I haven't heard from you in quite a while, buddy.
Yeah, I've been trying to catch up with all the stuff going on. I was at your first hangout you did, that Michael Glenn stuff. It was going over your head. But then
it went over your head?
It did that one day you and Brian were on.
Did I go was that the night when I went batshit crazy?
I don't think it was that day. I don't remember that day. No, it was this week, I think. It was this week. It was your first video you did this week. It was probably Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, Shroomy, you're in the house. Shroominati's here. Hello, Shroomy. Monday night, yeah. So, are you wanting to talk about that? Because we've been told I think we made some kind of truce about it.
Rock Lover caught me up on it. I mean, I don't have any questions. You know, Gwen's off as rocker.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think what they did was they took a really small situation and they tried to make it into some global thing where it's they're dropping bombs on Canada.
Right. There's no way there's going to be a hand grenade because they would have treated that like a bomb.
Yeah,
you know, that would have been all over Vancouver.
Well, Mike was
Canada in the national news, and then it was international. It would have hit here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something like that couldn't be that quiet. And they still double down on it like they're Jeff's still doubling down on it. He's just like,
well, I think they let it go because they realized that they made a mistake. And Mike, if he didn't go to jail at all, he got out within a day or two. If he did, he's out now.
Does the Mike guy really exist?
I don't know. I'm not 100% Pops, but what I can tell you from what I know is that he was arrested for threats, and he did a day in jail. He got out the next day. So everything else.
Confirm that.
No, I can't confirm anything. I can't confirm he's a real person. But from what I saw is that the man he might have spent a day in jail, and the next day he was drinking a Guinness at the bar. Okay.
Okay. So there's video footage of that?
Yeah, I could play it right now if you want.
Yeah, because I didn't know about any of this Mike dude. I mean, I heard he made some threats towards Glenn in a hangout or something.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, and also I don't want to start nothing that they let away. Like Glenn said that he would go without saying our names or whatever, and I think that they did that. So I don't want to keep feeding into it.
All right, no,
But
I'm cool with that.
but but I agree with what you're saying, pops. That was pretty crazy. So let's just do it anyway. Fuck it.
I
Fuck
got
them, man.
it all in humor, man.
They put us through hell for fucking months, man. Fuck them. All right, so I'll play the video. Okay. All right, here's the story. Man, I don't even want to do it, but fuck it. So apparently they said that there was a chat and Mike was coming to whoop Glenn's ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Glenn calls the police. And I mean, maybe they arrested the guy because he was gonna come whoop Glenn's ass, but nothing happened. They put the dude in jail, and then he got out the next day. But they
Yeah.
made maybe. Let's just say that's what maybe happened, and then they made this big extravaganza with a bomb and a SWAT team and all this shit, right? and somebody's like, "Oh, look, you can see the AK-47 and their SWAT team across the street and all this shit."
Right.
But let's see, because what I did was I was just trying to find something true about it. Like, is there anything true about this story?
I went searching for it all over the place. I'm like, bomb, hand grenade, Vancouver, bomb threat. There's nothing.
Yeah. Again, I don't want to feed into anything, but also if this Mike person is real and say he was arrested for threats for a day, so let's say, because you pops, like, you might get in a fight at a bar, you spend the night in jail, and the next day they let you out, right?
Right.
Maybe there's a chance there's a dude named Mike and he's sick of Glenn's shit. So he's like, Glenn, I live down the street. I'm coming to whoop your ass. Let's meet. And then Glenn's in someone else's chat saying, yeah, I'm gonna tear you apart. And you know how Glenn is. I'm gonna fuck you up. And dude starts going to his house, and Glenn's like, oh shit, there's really gonna come beat me up. So he calls the police. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
well, Glenn did hang out with one of his subscribers. A
I know who you're
few
talking
weeks
about.
back.
Who?
Glenn takes his videos down right away, but some guy he knows.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Flat Earth Hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Glenn's friend. Glenn's got a lot of Flat Earth friends, believe it or not. But this dude was really mad because because after a while you get to start to see these people's operation, and you can get really upset, and then eventually some people like me, I'm not gonna do nothing. Pops, you're not gonna do nothing. But like someone else, you don't know what people are gonna do. Like this dude got mad. He's like, I'm coming to your house. I'm coming to whoop your ass. And he called the cops, and maybe they caught the dude. They put him in jail, and now he's out the next day. But what they made it seem like his dude was going to go to jail for life for some bomb and all kinds of shit.
But then there was this story that Glenn went out and beat him up, and it was out there. Like, where's the proof of any of this? He was in a coma.
Not only that, dude was in a coma, and then and Glenn stole his phone, and Lori Gale's phone number was in there.
Right? Yeah, I heard that one too. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. But after that Faith Irene, I mean, come on. They should have let Faith Irene disappear a little bit more before they started down this rabbit hole.
So don't you think this was very damaging for him to try to go this route? You see how they just dropped it all of a sudden? Now he's talking about zeitgeist or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's Faith Irene 2.0. I mean, it's just
yeah, and it's gone though because dudes here. I'll show you. Let me go to this video playlists. Liked videos. Chilling with a Guinness. Here it is. So this is the dude that they said put a bomb. Man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I said I would give it up, but you guys put this ridiculous information out there. Faith 2.0 was a failure. Trying to say all this bullshit, fake bomb, stole your brick. You're full of shit. And we exposed it. And like I was ready to give it up, but Pops doesn't know what's going on. So I'm gonna fill Pops in.
right.
Let me fill you in, Pops. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'll play it for you. If everybody's listening, I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to tell Pops what happened. You know, it's understandable. You know. Here, share screen. Here's the link. Porn bomb me. Just kidding. All right, so here's the dude. I don't know if you can see it. Let me know when you see it, Pop.
See a beer bottle or something?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, yeah. A beer
You might not be able to hear what he says. I'll try to move closer to the thing. Oh shit. I'll turn it up real loud. All right. Oh man, what just happened?
The video just went unavailable.
Nah, here we go. Here we go.
Hi, Jeffy. What cops? You said I was arrested? For what? Tell me again? Come on, post some more bullshit. Nobody believes you anymore. Cops
Jeff,
are
Jeff,
all
Jeff,
over
Jeff,
you.
Jeff,
We know
Jeff,
you
Jeff,
got
Jeff.
connections within the Fed.
Dude, you're not allowed to say his name.
Jeff, 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 Jeff.
Dude, you're gonna get us blown up by like killers. Something happened. I don't know what that was about. You still there, Pop?
Yeah, so this is after everything, and he's going
Yeah.
off. Yeah, all right.
So no, this dude was just.
I just don't think he went to Glenn's, got knocked out, put in a coma, arrested.
No, that didn't happen. Okay, this is the dude. Mike, truth be told, he's the dude. All right. Now we can say that, you know, we have a couple options here. We can say he went to Glenn's, Glenn put him in a coma, Glenn stole his phone, then the SWAT team came and they put him in a hospital, and then he went to jail and he's gonna go to jail for life for putting a bomb on Glenn's patio. Well, let's just cross that out because that's not true. But that's what they said, right? That's what they said. Then
is this guy on Jeff's flow chart?
no.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Chart is crazy.
That's a good point.
Aaron Dover, you know, this could be Aaron Dover's brother, cousin, married to his mother.
All that shit.
Dated Faith Irene in high school.
All that shit, man.
It's just craziness, man.
I mean, it's intriguing, but then he goes into like what he was doing tonight, like playing Zeitgeist, or he's just doing Zeitgeist. Like, dude, that's 12 years ago. Like, I saw Zeitgeist in like 2010 or something.
Dude, Rock Lover sent me the link because I won't go on Jeff's channel after he pulled that racist bullshit. So Rock Lover sends me the link. I go to his channel, and ain't nobody there, Johnny. There's people there that I know nothing about, no history of them, but they lie. Ohio ain't there. What's our boy in California? Not A9 ain't there, but what's the other guy has the dog in his avatar.
The what?
Has that dog in his avatar
Oh,
in
are you,
Cali?
are you talking about one of Jeff's friends?
Well, I mean, he started out one of our boys.
Oh, you talking about you talking about Dex or Rick the Resonator or something?
Not those two, but you're on the same path. He in California. He on a farm like Anon. He had the snake. Remember, he killed the snake that was eating his.
Oh, oh, you're talking about Rob S.
Yeah, Rob. Ain't none of them cats on there no more. I think that's a good thing. I mean, people might be on there, but they're on there in anonymity now because he's so toxic. And like I said, this ain't Glenn. This is what Brian gets mad at me about. Glenn is just a fucking actor, but Jeff is really toxic. You know, he's an actor too, but he's a toxic actor.
Yeah.
Like
and after
you were saying, he goes way too far, overblown. I think he's mental. I was telling Rock Lover all this. I was like, everybody should keep one eye open and look at Jeff because he ain't rap too tight. Whether he's acting on the payroll with Patty and everybody, all that is regardless because he shows psychopathy. You know, he's fucked up in the head. And I was telling Rock Lover, if I, could prove his real legal name, I know he has a felony. Without a doubt, I could prove he has a felony.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think after this extravaganza, it's really obvious to say what you're saying right now, Pop. I mean, this has gone too far, and it's like, okay, this is not now. He's like, oh, you're not exposing any shills, and it's like, it's you, motherfucker. You're the shill we're exposing because of this shit. You've gone too far.
He goes too far. He's a felon. He's a serious felon. I didn't put one and one together. Because back then I was kind of cool with because I was on the fence because all these things came about a few years ago back in those Robert Bassano days. The same thing. They were like Jeff's, saying the N-word all over the place. He's a Nazi. He's just, and I was like, I couldn't prove it. I was either messaging Robert Bassano through email. I was like, I couldn't prove it. And
what did Bassano say?
That's the thing. I didn't get his messages until like a year later, because YouTube changed their message format.
Yeah, they don't do YouTube.
I just found out like, I got all these messages going back.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago, and I'm like, and a lot of them was his.
Wow.
So I was like, and that's why I was like, no, if Agent Detective is Robert Bassano, he would have reached out to me. I think he would have trusted me enough not to expose him if he was hiding under identity. I don't know. But anyway, he's a serious felon, Johnny. He's a felon. I can't prove it unless I know his God-given name.
You're not allowed to talk about Jeff.
Hey, Brian, give me his God-given name, and I will show y'all everything wrong with it.
Somebody's needs to mute their thing or something.
That must be Brian, because mine shut off.
I should be good. I'm muted. Yeah, I muted it as soon as I noticed.
Well, here's the thing, we're ready to walk away from the drama, Pop, and like we just want to talk about other stuff. But like you're right, we should cover it one last time because it is kind of fucked up and it's kind of weird that this is going on. So yeah, Gleffrey, like
As long as I tried to play peacekeeper, Johnny, come on, man, come on. Brian, I pleaded with Brian. Brian, just let it go. I know they're fucked up. Just let it go. Just
yeah. Now what? Now what, Pop? Now what?
Right.
We can all relax. Calm down. We can forgive.
Calm down.
We can forgive Glenn. It's all over.
In this humble zone.
It's all over. Man,
Time to smoke a bowl, I guess.
these fucks, man. He's still doing it. I watched a little bits of his live stream. Now he's still going after it. It's like Jeff can talk about anybody he wants, but don't say his name, right? You know, he can say whatever he wants, and that's the way it's been for years. Jeff can talk about anyone. He can call anybody anything.
I'm not good enough to get us cancer.
No,
I'm 3/5 of a human in his eyes, so cancer's too good for me.
you're good, man. You caught it, and you got some good chemotherapy or something. You got some of that good Rego weed or something like that, man. I don't know. You got rid of it quick. You had it for a few days, but it didn't hold on, see?
But like I said, it's shit's hitting the fan, man. The chickens come home to roost with him.
Now he's sitting over there fucking talking bullshit about Rock Lover and a vet, about Metatron and all these weird connections. He's still got that stupid map up, that stupid picture up. It's like
nobody I know shows their face on his channel anymore.
No. Zero Infinity did.
I don't know who that is, but I mean,
one of them had to play patty cake on a video and upload it so Jeff could see it to get on Jeff's team. I think it was Brian. And then some Robert guy tonight had to be vetted. He was having a hard time getting into Jeff's chat. He was supposed to go live with them, but it took too long to vet him, so he didn't get on. Like, this is the kind of shit, you know, Jeff's putting his fucking viewers through, man. Like, it's like, wow.
The thing is that what's his name out in California, he's going to really have to watch himself because that guy gets out in public. Flat Earth asshole, Jake.
Remember when Jeff went to that Cop Watch page and spread all that shit about me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I remember.
Jake is really going to have to watch himself.
Yep.
He won't have to worry about a D Marble because those guys are too publicized in the system. But real people like me, like I said, Jake gets out there and mingles. He loves the hanging out lifestyle there in LA. And you know, somebody will be like, "Oh, you know, your best friends with, you know, a skinhead."
Yeah.
And they will hurt him, and he doesn't have any idea.
Yeah.
That could just be playing the music at, you know, in some minority, Hispanic brother, you know, will, you know, or a Jewish person, you know, because Jeff's constantly attacking the Jews. And I know Jake is Jewish, but still, they won't matter on that. Like I said, he's drawing a brotherhood with the Klansmen.
Yeah.
You know, on a YouTube channel, and he could really get himself hurt. I don't want it. But,
well, then who are we gonna call on a Friday night? You know,
right?
You know, if Jake gets hurt because of Jeff, who are we gonna call now, right? But what pisses me off about the whole situation tonight with his live stream is that now he's trying to pretend like none of this happened. Just move along. It's actually us that started the whole thing. You know, mind you, he didn't say any names, but he's trying to play it off like we brought this to him, right? When it was actually him and Glenn that brought it to us a year ago, you know, talking like, oh, they don't want to make a deal. These people won't make deals. It's like, I never asked for a deal. I just asked you to fucking leave me alone, right?
I got a funny fucking deal. Like a couple days ago, Mike is going to spend life in jail, and then he's out 2 days. He's out 2 days later. And then I hear once he comes out with that Guinness video and he's like, I'm out of jail. Or he doesn't say he's out of jail. He just says, hey, what's up with the cops? Or there's no cops. And then,
he said arrested for what?
I hear Tracy tell Jeff, like, that's really him. He's really out of jail. And Jeff's like, oh, like during his live stream, he's like,
yeah, I know. I heard that too.
How'd you get out? Like, oh, you're out the next day? Like, I thought you'd be in jail for life. There's bombs and there's you're in the hospital with a coma and
big flat earth
all
terrorists.
This bullshit. So like Jeff, you exposed yourself like trying to make this into more than it was. Yeah. And to me, that's just obvious shillery or obvious, you know, potatoism or whatever. You know?
Well, did you hear last night he invited me and you to join him researching the Jesuits, buddy? We can join him. We can all research the Jesuits together.
Yeah, he invited us to like research Metatron and shit. And that's what I was trying to tell Pops, like, dude, like, you know, like we just now like got them to stop talking about us. Now we're gonna go talk about them. Then this is gonna all start back up again. But like if like Glenn, I'm sure you're listening, like, dude, like shit, I don't want to keep doing this, but you know that whole situation, like Pops is right. Like this is obviously a big shill fucking thing, you know. And like, what was the point in that? Like Harp says, are you trying to make flat earths look like terrorists or? Like, because it failed. Like you guys failed. Like you need to get fired. Like they need to stop paying you because you did the Faith Irene. You're gonna go in like some, you know. You and Glenn, you were antagonizing this dude like I'm gonna rip your throat out, I'm gonna kill you, and then the dude's like I'm at your front door, let's fight, you know, because that's what men do. We fight, you know. We're not trying to kill each other, but we're gonna fight till one person quits and like, okay, I whooped your ass, now I'll let you up, don't swing, you know.
Well,
all right. That's the point. We whooped their ass. We're whooping your asses.
Yeah.
Now don't swing. I'm gonna let you up, bitch. Now don't swing at me, or else I'll hit you again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Go ahead, Pop.
No, it's like I said, Glenn is he's always been one of the best actors out there going back years back. I praised him for it. I still do. Like I said, I you know, Glenn can talk shit at me. I don't, because he's purely an actor. Jeff, on the other hand, is a psychopath. Jeff, on the other hand, is, like I said, I'm going to prove it to this world. I'm going to pull his felony. I don't know what it is. It could be some sexual deviancy. I know it's a felony. I know he can't own a firearm.
Well, he owns one.
No, he owns a black. See that? I with,
it can't.
Rock Lover. He owns a black powder pistol.
Scumbag.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
In America, the federal government does not consider those firearms, and this is always, and that's why I said Jeff is a felon. I didn't put it together, but in this other, you know, in the cop watcher thing, Brian, that I hang out with, there's a lot of felons over there that pretend to have firearms, and it's come out that that's a loophole in the system. I mean, it's basically still an old school pistol, but they're not considered firearms, and felons can own them. And then when, you know, because when I go shooting, I don't take all my guns, but I'll take 2, 3, and 4, you know, and shoot different rounds in my guns. You know, I don't just go to, you know, he wouldn't just put out a video of him with a black powder pistol. It would have been a couple guns, you know, he would have compared them. You know, this gun does this gun does that. But to say he only has a black, I didn't think of it back then. That was like a cool video, Jeff. But now I'm going, he's a fucking felon. Because that's the only gun he can legally own as a felon.
Did you know he might have a half brother or something with the last name Wadsack? Like, you know, like that. I thought that was funny because, like, you think about Wadsack, like, you know, you bust a wad and, like, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. But you're right, man. Like, I mean, it don't matter to me if Jeff is a felon or not. I mean, it's just the fact that he spent the last year trying to get rid of me and Brian and you and like bashing us at the most. And like, we're not bad people. We do flat earth proofs. We have covered other shills. We do, but he just calls us, what does he call us? Shit bags.
Means he's really dangerous. That's what I'm saying. Glenn is just a fucking knucklehead, a bad actor, knucklehead. I put him on the scale of Matt Power. A felon is a felon. We don't know if he's a violent felon. I know he's a fucking felon. Like I said, it could be race related. He could have, you know, hate crimes. It could be a federal, you know, him and some of his friends beat a gay or a black or a Mexican down in North Carolina somewhere. We don't know what it is, but he has the characteristics of a psychopath.
Definitely.
Right. And that's why he is a felon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he served his time, you know, did his thing, but he's a felon. Jeff, I mean, Glenn's a jokester. He's a joke to me. I don't ever take him serious.
Yeah.
But not Jeff, I do take serious.
Well, that's why when the guy came to fight Glenn, he freaked out and called the police because he's just a jokester. He's not for real. But I mean, on the other hand, Jeff might be, you know. But like you said, you know, psychology. You go from a narcissist to a sociopath to a psychopath, and you have to be a killer to be really a psychopath. Like there's different kinds of psychopaths, but the serious one is a killer. And when you hear the dude wishing people death all the time.
Yes, and then look how far he goes to try to fuck somebody over.
I know, real far. The arsonist. He called the fire department on Brian. Brian was
not Jeff issue.
Brian was down the street and there was a fire and he called 911 to help people. And so anything Brian puts out on his channel, they'll use it against him. So then they said, go ahead, B, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we're sitting here trying to figure out who the agents are, who the shills are, who these are. These are the people that are actually willing to call the police, call the fire department, call Children's Aid to shut YouTubers down. We're not willing to go that low. We're not paid to. See, I have no urge to hurt nobody. I have no urge to call anybody's boss. I have no urge to kick anybody off the platform or nothing. We're trying to figure out who the agents are. Who are the people chasing people off and they're staring us right in the face? They're staring us right in the face and people are just hanging over in his chat, la-di-da. Well, can't say we didn't fucking warn you, folks, you know?
And he's in the cop watcher crowd now. I just found him in there.
He does so many dirty deeds that it's obvious to me that he is the agent. He is the operations
definitely
manager.
be.
Man,
Definitely be.
yeah.
Definitely. Now, Pops, you just said something interesting. Something. What did you find, Pop? What did you find?
You mean in the cop watcher?
Yeah. What's that about?
Right, when he was trying to people that didn't know who the fuck Brian was, he was trying to tell all these cop watchers that, and those people,
What are cop watchers?
cop watchers in America are people that are really anti the police.
Yeah.
You know, there's different levels of it. They want to watch the police, and police fuck up. I'm part of that for somewhat of a justified system, but I'm not anti-police.
No, I know what you mean.
But there's a cult in there that are extremely anti-police. They want.
But I was thinking he was police. Like, how if he wasn't police? And how would he be getting contacts with all these people in Canada? It's a different country, but yeah, he's got them. He's talking to them through emails and shit. Like, I don't know. Go ahead, keep saying what you were saying. My bad.
I don't know. A police gone bad, he would still be a rogue police that got kicked off the police force.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right.
The psychopathy is there with him,
Uh-huh.
and it's always been. He just disguises it in such a way, but you know that I found him there. Now he hasn't always been there, at least not under his flat Earth profile.
So where is this cop watchers thing?
Johnny, just put either go on your YouTube and just put cop watchers or First Amendment audits.
And you found him there?
Yeah.
I'm there all the time. If you look through my channels, you'll see that 40% of my channels are cop watcher channels.
So how is it that he's over here in this group, but yet at the same time he's working with the police?
Anonymous Crime is there too. There's a lot of people that are into First Amendment activism. You know, I ran into a lot of flat earthers there. But never Jeff until that time I told Brian that he was out calling him out on the channel. Because that's what I was like. That's why he got mad at me. I was like, why the fuck would you tell cop watchers who Brian knows nothing about in America that he is this guy that's snitching to the cops?
Exactly my point. I'm glad I let you finish.
Right? I was like, motherfucker, why are you sitting here? And I caught you red-handed.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Remember, Johnny? I was like, Johnny, I was like, fuck, I don't give a fuck at this point.
Yeah. And Johnny's question is, how is he able to work with the cops and an anti-cop organization?
Yeah. And Pop just answered. He's like, well, what did you say, Pop? Like, how the fuck? That doesn't make sense.
Because he knows that these people are so wound, they're so wound that you know, they're probably not the types that you think are going to maybe go out and kill cops or do something to cops. But what they might do to somebody that they think is snitching to the cops, because that's less
like Jeff.
Right. What they might do to somebody snitching to the cops is highly probable. These guys will risk, you know, because they're good, like Flat Earth and other profiles of digging in and doxing, just like Jeff is good at.
Yeah.
So when Jeff threw Brian's name out there, you know, I was reading the comments. These people were like, "Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna search that guy up." And some of these guys are FBI skilled at doxing and finding information. And then once they find out, you know, Brian lives in Chillyworth, wherever, they're good at finding they'll find his fucking address. these guys are good at doing that shit.
So these guys are like Rock Love or like Zero Infinity. I noticed. I think Zero Infinity is that Lauren person that we saw in that thing, Brian. But this event that happened, man, exposes a lot. And for him to just like ignore it all of a sudden, dude gets out of jail the next day. And I mean, you're right, man. I mean, you're absolutely, you're nailing it on the head, Pops. And we are. They keep saying, "Oh, you're victim." Like they were saying that before we said that. Now I'm saying that yes, we are. Like, look at what happened. We're the victims. I mean, like, and what blows me away is this is what happened to Glenn. But Jeff took Glenn's story, and Jeff is telling the story for Glenn. Glenn comes on the show, and Jeff is like, "Shut up, Glenn. I'm going to tell the story." So the bomb is there, and all of a sudden, the SWAT team and the AK, and Glenn's in the same chat, knowing it's all bullshit. You know.
So I'm wondering if that's going to get Glenn in trouble, because he called the police on a false report because he sat there and bull baited Mike for months. Okay, so he made a claim to the police that it was all Mike, and then he fabricated video evidence on YouTube of a hand grenade saying it was Mike. This might all show up in court. We don't know, right? Like, I can't say too much, but I got a message today, and it's all good, right?
I mean, it looks like that dude Mike is a real dude. So
it's going to prove out in court what's going on, right? It sure is.
But Pops has a good point. Like, we thought this was all a hoax, including the person Mike. We thought he was like Glenn, right? But let's say that Mike was a real guy, and Glenn in a chat said he was going to rip his fucking lungs out and shit.
Yep.
And say you live down the street from a guy that says he's going to fucking kill you.
Yep.
And then you're like, fuck you, I'll meet you in 10 minutes. I'm going to walk down the street and meet you, and on the way, I get met by the cops because you're such a bitch that you can't fight me after all that shit talking you did. All that shit talking Glenn did. And you won't meet me in the China shop, Glenn? You're the bull in the China shop. Brr.
And see?
Now what?
That's what he was trying to do to me, Johnny. That's what he was trying to do to me. He was trying to piss me off enough that I would get mad enough to show up to his house. That's what he was trying to do, so he could put me in jail.
And you know what? If Mike was real, he only did 1 day in jail. Not just even if Mike was real, Pop, he did 1 day in jail because Glenn pissed him off enough to go whoop his ass.
Well, I'm going to go back on the profile. I'm going to go to his profile site. I'm going to reach out for him to come on with us.
No, who are you talking about?
No, I don't think that's wise.
Why?
No, because this dude is still. He's not supposed to. This is not supposed to go this way, Pop. Like, we're supposed to all walk away at this point.
But that's according to Jeff.
Yeah, no.
Mike.
I'll say this: Mike's under court order. He can't talk about nothing online, so it's pointless reaching out to him because he's under order right now. That's all I can say.
I mean. It should be Glenn. It should be Glenn and Jeff that are in jail right now.
Right. Exactly. We're allowed to talk about anything around it. We're just not allowed to release specific details, and I ain't releasing any, so nobody's going to know any. Right? He's allowed to talk online. He's just not allowed to talk about Glenn and Mo. So that's it. That's why he made the video about Jeff.
And when we got into this, Pop, like, we were just like trying to figure out what was real because
we found out, didn't we?
We thought we knew we knew the grenade was bullshit. We knew the coma, the phone with Lori Gale was bullshit. The bomb threat, the SWAT team, we knew it was all bullshit. But we were just trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, what's real in this?
So you want to know what the difference is, Johnny? You want to know what the difference is? Why they won't go arrest Glenn for uttering the death threats towards me and my wife? It's because me and my wife weren't willing to call 911. See, when the police showed up at Glenn's house, Mo was still on the phone with dispatch. Remember? She said it.
Yeah.
So they showed up. They said Mike was arrested. Okay? And that's why they won't deal with Glenn, because me and Tiffany are not willing to make this an emergency because Glenn just keeps uttering threats. Right? I'm not willing to waste the police's time like that. We made a perfect complaint to the police. We dropped off all the evidence. We've done what we could, and there seems to be no stopping Glenn because he'll just do what he did to Mike.
Has anybody talked to Lori Gale since she moved?
Yeah.
It's good.
Lori Gale's been talking on our show, Pops. I don't know if you've seen that, but she's got a wrench in my chat now.
Yeah.
Oh, we were messaging each other.
Rain Kisses came after me again last night.
Is she still under her?
Nope, she was under WTF 1984 for the last week. And finally got it out of her last night that it was Rain Kisses. Man, she was going off.
What was she saying?
Oh, she was going off calling Glenn and Jeff all kinds of fucking vile shit. And, shit that she couldn't back up. You know what I mean? She was cognitive dissonance. I got that out of her. So she's the one that released that Jeff Kidd video. Yeah, she was cognitive dissonance. Now, last night...
You mean disgruntled?
Oh, yes, disgruntled employee. Sorry.
Yeah,
thank you for
on your show the last night.
Yes.
Yeah, that 1980.
We knew she was disgruntled, though.
So maybe it was Rain Kisses that made the Lori Gale channel, too. Maybe it's Rain Kisses that made the fake Brian and Tiffany channel. I think we found our culprit because she's been manipulating behind the scenes. That's why I brought that screenshot up the other night, Johnny, because I kind of had my gut feelings, right? And then I worked her last night in the chat and got it out of her. Yeah, so
we had Kathy too. Like Kathy, this all is like starting to come together.
Yep.
Like they send their agents in,
Yep.
I don't get Kathy's point though.
Did you hear that, Pop? That Kathy shit?
Oh, that shit was crazy. I was arguing with her. Remember, I asked somebody, "Is she reading the chat?"
Yeah. Okay.
That's crazy. If you even, and Brian can hate me for this because I spent months telling Brian, like, Brian, just let it go. I know they're fucking up. Just let it go.
Yeah.
But to say that we started that is ludicrous.
Yep.
I mean, if she wanted to stick up for Dan Pratt, because that's the only person that we literally went after because he went after us. He went after me personally, Rock Lover, and Johnny.
Yeah.
And that first video we did was aimed at him.
Go ahead.
Glenn was going off on you, but then be it through me, that whole first video.
Yeah, I know. And this is what they do, man. They put anybody like me that comes out and goes against the shills. They send people like Glenn in, man. And this is what we've been witnessing. We've been witnessing a big shill protection program. And I've explained it over and over and over and over again. And it's just so obvious now.
Yeah.
So that what they're doing is they're going back to their square one. It's like, okay, let's go back to this so we can get like recognition again because they're scared of losing all credibility.
It's always me, Johnny, begging you. I mean, because you kind of always kept it in a neutral gear. Me begging Brian to let it go. I know it's them, but let it go. Yeah. And then just trying to deviate the topic. And, we were talking about people falling off of buildings, that being fake, maybe some tranny investigation with Bob. I did everything to keep the topic off of fucking with anybody. I even backed off of Patricia Steer and all of them. It just Dan Pratt. I was just like, fuck all that. That is what it is. Let's just keep our topic, pranking people on the phone. Just silly shit to get drunk and have a good time on the internet, Johnny. That's all I was wanting to do at that time. let's just fucking have.
Yeah, I mean, because we knew when Pop, like, I knew when I came back, I knew, like, we know we're going up against a motherfucking monster, okay? And we're expecting this shit, so it's not surprising. To me, none of this shit's surprising, and I understand, like, so I'm prepared and I'm ready. It's not that I'm actually ready, but I'm not surprised when shit like happens. When people come in the chat, you got Chris Rock, Jason Rogue, who's actually the guy that's real famous now, Lift the Veil. Did you know that, Pop?
No, not until Rock Lover told me that. He said Glenn figured it out.
No, Glenn did not figure it out. Brian figured it out, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I like I said, I missed.
Wow, man. Wow. See, Rock Lover, man. Vincent Gallipoli, Stromboli, Guacamole, suck my
I
fucking.
don't want you to blame Rock Lover. Maybe I misunderstood what he was trying. He speaks in code. Maybe I misunderstood that.
Jed Skeptic says, has Glenn blown himself up yet? No, it was a fake bomb.
It was a can with a ball on the top. That's what it was. It was an old Corona can with some black tape around it with a little ball on the top.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what happened to Blurry
let
Face.
Rock Lover have that one. We'll let Rock Lover have that one. Sure.
No, okay. So Brian, okay, as far as Jason, OG Rogue, Original Rogue TV or whatever the fuck his name was, he is Lift the Veil, and we didn't know until Brian did the voice. I don't know how you did it, Brian. I don't know, but Brian found that, dude. It was not Glenn. I don't know. Rock Lover, man. Rock Lover's cool sometimes, but then sometimes like he'll go on other people and just spread this weird disinfo. So it's like, dang, Gallipoli, man, chill, man. I know you're like 65 years old in New York eating fucking pizza and shit. Chill out.
But we'll never be able to prove that he's Vincent Gallipoli if he doesn't say anything, Johnny.
No, but that's the point. He hasn't said
Right?
anything. He won't address it. He won't address shit.
No, he won't touch that, will he? He'll address everything but.
Does anybody have the old video with the voice analysis?
Oh, yeah. Brian has it. We don't even need it. We don't even need it, dude. Like, we know that Original Rogue, Chris Rock, was hanging out with Lift the Veil, who's now like this famous.
Yeah.
Now he's in the mainstream QAnon discussion and all this Goyim revolution shit.
Yeah.
I'm watching like George Webb and all these people that are like famous, whatever, and they're bringing up Lift the Veil, and I'm like, what the fuck? We had Lift the Veil on our show on Pop's channel.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what was going on at that time, Pops. Like, well, we had this thing where they were like, whoa, like we need to go into Pop's channel and fuck with them,
Yeah, we need to put an end to this, they said.
See,
yeah.
Rock don't fuck with Jeff anymore. He ain't fuck with him in a long time. I mean, he's dying of cancer, but I mean,
hey, I don't think he's dying of cancer, but I'm just gonna say, Chris Rock, if you are, I hope you don't die. But man, like, you're pretty shilly, buddy, and your friends are pretty fucking shilly. And if you know who I am, like,
why else would he leave Jeff alone? Because there was a period of time, it fucked with me that Chris Rock was kind of fucking with Jeff. I mean, this goes back to when, like I said, Jeff was always, I just couldn't prove it. Like I said, the rumors were out 2 years ago that Jeff was a Klansman.
Here's what I'm getting, bro. These people aren't getting paid enough, man. We're talking about minimum wage here. We're talking about controlling an entire movement. We're talking about Lee Bracker. We're talking about things like different ideas that people aren't thinking of. J-Trig agents, like Brian put out a video today. I don't know if you saw it, but there's these tactics. And you see it over and over again. And you're controlling a movement. Some people are going, what? Huh?
No, I was just telling Jill what's up, he said.
Here we are.
No, what's up, Jed? What's up, P. Mars? Go ahead, B.
P. Mars, what's up, dude?
I'll let you join P Mars, man. But you're not about to tell your testimony. I saw you in Patty's chat 2 days ago, man. But
Mars, come on now.
go ahead, Pops.
I was brainstorming on this, on how we could.
People are getting paid, man.
Interview Patricia Steele.
Yeah.
No, that ain't never gonna happen, dude. Like, you think we're famous?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Mike Truther put up a video where he's like flashing like $5,000 in front of us. So it's like, wow, what is that? Like a payday for an unsuccessful operation or something? I
don't want no money.
Is this new?
Yeah.
This is after the
this was today. He released it today.
$5,000
about that, maybe more than that. It's quite a bit of money, man. It's quite a bit of money.
Big
huge stack of $100 bills, big huge stack of 50s, big huge stack another $50 bills. Man, it's crazy.
I want an hour with Patricia, and we
that ain't no bi-weekly payday.
3 of us promised not to cross certain lines.
All right. I got an idea, Pops.
I think we all know people that if we arranged it a special way, it would play off for us and it would play off for them. Because I think there's certain things that we would be allowed to talk about, just like we did with Bob Noel. You know, we spent all night. He was on, you know.
He stayed on for a while, didn't he?
We couldn't get him out. I had to put him off the phone, John. I had to put him on. My phone was dying. I was like, Bob, we gotta. It was like 5.
Hey, Pops, we need to get your channel going, man. Fuck this channel, dude. This is my channel only has 60 subs, dude. Like, I need to go on your channel, dude. You got like 300.
When we start doing stuff, it don't matter. I don't care one way or the other. It doesn't matter. But if we could do that format, as long as we promise to be, and I think we proved ourselves, Johnny. I think we proved that we, in all those interviews we did, we proved that we behaved.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
yeah. I mean,
oh,
we're not crazy.
To put off the phone. They didn't want to hang up on us.
No, they didn't.
That was that other guy we had to put off the phone.
No, it was that lady. She just wanted to be all a party.
Yeah, we're talking. It was daylight here in Arizona. And I felt so bad because it must have been 3 o'clock in the morning when we called her.
I get what you're saying, Pops. So there is a market for us, me, you, Brian, maybe Bob. Yeah, Bob, you know, and there's a market for us here.
You know, respectful and behave.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we stop doing that, then nobody will give us the time of day. I want to get Jeff on the phone.
But what I'm trying to say is, Pops, we need to do everything on your channel because I'm about to get rid of mine.
I'm cool with that.
I would like another place to go. Like I was trying to tell Brian, like he's got a couple channels that have pretty good. Hold on, Brian's got something for us. Hold on. Where is that? Is it Blurry Face?
It's there somewhere. It's there. You'll find it.
Okay, hold on. Let me give Blurry Face controls. All right. So yeah, you're right, Pops. But this is the video that proves original Rogue that was on your channel is this dude Lift the Veil.
All right.
Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant.
I do think something is wrong with you.
You guys are real. Most of you.
Okay, cue musical intro. Oh, no. Don't tell me. My browser just crashed.
I said Chris was hospitalized because you outed him as shill stoppers. He had a coronary.
Oh, man. Donald Trump's speech, huh?
Just say no. Just say no.
I'm telling you, the news today is, I got to show you guys my new t-shirt, too. People are loving it.
That's OG.
That's right.
OG Rogue has that smooth voice, man. I think you need to be like definitely a radio host or something.
Like cover QAnon or something.
In the news today is the thing with Vladimir and Donald. Man, that shit was awesome.
I like Johnny's.
Close.
Yeah.
Gotta give him
I knew that shit was that close.
his smoothness, you know.
Bro, I'm with a pair of headphones right now, but when I get my condenser, I will be on your level. You know.
That stuff was awesome yesterday because everybody's flipping out. I didn't even get the part of John Brennan calling our president a traitor. Oh, no. Don't tell me. My browser just crashed.
I said Chris was hospitalized because you outed him as shill stoppers. He had a coronary.
Oh, man. Donald Trump's speech, huh?
Just say no. Just say no.
I'm telling you, the news today is, I got to show you guys my new t-shirt, too. People are loving it.
That's OG.
That's right.
OG Rogue has that smooth voice, man. I think you need to be like definitely a radio host or something.
In the news today is the thing with Vladimir and Donald. Man, that shit was awesome.
I like Johnny's voice. I like listening to Johnny's voice.
Yeah, right.
And we got to get Popcorn a mic. I want to hear that. I want to hear his smoothness, you know.
Bro, I'm with a pair of headphones right now, but when I get my condenser, I will be on your level. You know.
That stuff was awesome yesterday. Well, because everybody's flipping out. I didn't even get the part of John Brennan calling our president a traitor. Story about James Gunn, a writer,
Just
producer
say no.
of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let P. Myers in, Johnny.
Oh, it's P. Mars, man. P. Mars will send a link to freaking Patty or something.
I said
I'll be
hospitalized because you outed him as shill stoppers. He had a coronary.
That's OG.
That's right.
OG Rogue has that smooth voice, man. I think you need to be like definitely a radio host or something. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of working with people, I noticed in your last stream that you said you had somebody helping either your media or getting you out there. Do you know who that is? And can you tell us any more about that?
I like Johnny's voice. I like listening to Johnny's voice.
Yes.
And we got to get Popcorn a mic. I want to hear that. I want to hear his smoothness. You know.
Bro, I'm with a pair of headphones right now, but when I get my condenser, I will be on your level.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it don't get no plainer than that, right?
That shit is close, man.
So why do we got Lift the Veil hijacking our shit?
I just can't believe he.
There's no doubt about it. I also have a screenshot of his live chat of everybody calling him Jason. So
Jason. They call him Jason, dude.
Yeah.
His name is Jason. It's fucking Jason, bro.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
No, what is that his real name?
That's his real name, yeah.
It is Jason, ain't it?
Yeah. Original Rogue TV, Jason, Lift the Veil. And he's a shill. He's a big shill.
He was.
Man,
you should be honored, Pops. He was on your show, dude, a long time ago.
Yeah. He was there to shut it down, but he was there.
I don't like Lift the Veil, though. So.
There you go.
And he don't like you.
Well, Jason claims he likes me, but I don't. If he is lifted, I don't.
He wants to get you a mic, Pops, so he can hear that smoothness, buddy.
Boy, he just, I don't know. I can't throw Chris Rock down the drain.
Man, they're all shills, Pops.
All shills,
Like,
Pops.
what we
Could be, Johnny. They could. They look the veil. I'm throwing down the drain. He's gone. Because I don't like his content.
He don't like yours either.
He went so mainstream.
Until Chris shows me, and then plus, like I said, Chris has, for all knowledge I know, pretty much shut Jeff out of his license system. I don't know. The guy has always shown me to be very righteous out there. Just a stand-up guy. But I think Anon is the same way.
Well, if you would like to purchase some likes or some subscribers for your channel, you can go to whatstraffic.com and you can sign up today. That's what you can do. And we'll do that for all the Flat Earth shills. All the Flat Earth shills go to whatstraffic.com and sign up today. That's probably where Jake buys his bots. See, I'm thinking that's where they all buy their subs and their likes and their... Might be a family thing, a shilly thing.
They don't get the views, Brian. They don't get the views.
Who?
Like Jeff and...
Oh, no, Jake and... Oh, hang on.
Well, Jake had been around marketing for a while, so...
Well, here, Pops, like, it's too overwhelming. There's way too much shillery going on. Me being a hoax buster, you know me from the beginning. I see through everything. And what I see right now is just a bunch of fucking shows, man. And it's very, like, hard for me to just trust anybody, you know, but it's fun.
I remember I didn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Now I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. There was a time I was like,
yeah, Brian too, man. Brian too, bro. You guys all used to be like, no, it's not a hoax.
Not everybody.
Not everything is a hoax. But no, like you start to... Yeah, go ahead.
Australia has to be real, right?
Yeah,
there's no Kool-Aid there. I don't know.
Man, shit. Hey, everything is on trial to me at this point.
Yeah.
Just like you were talking about that, what was that last hoax thing we looked over? Oh, the guy that stole the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Pratt's buddy.
I totally believe that shit. but with that said, I'm on hold. You can never be sure about anything to do.
Man, that was definite hoax, man. Remote controlled airplane.
You know, there was definitely a guy shooting out the Mandalay Bay Hotel. I'm never going that route. Nothing is a definite. Nothing in this world is a definite. But I'm still kind of buying that. Shit look kind of crazy to me.
Man, do you guys remember Scotty, the fast-talking Australian guy?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
No,
that was a hoot, wasn't it?
Oh, he was great. He was like he was like A4. Like he's from like UK or something, like A4 or something. Like, and he was just going a nuts AWOL on us, dude. I liked him, but like, there's so much you can take. Like we had another guy on that kept saying, just Jews. Like you can only take so much.
Yeah,
plasma guy.
Yeah,
and it's just like you can only take so much. Where it's like, okay, we know it's the Jews. Shut the fuck up already, you know. Like Pops, you're not over here going crypto Jews, crypto every minute. Like I'm just like trying to talk, and you're like crypto Jews. I'm like no, like it's Jeff Stewart. It's not crypto Jews. He's a fucking KKK Nazi. Fuck, you know,
Amen.
has nothing to do. You know, it has nothing to fucking do with the fucking Jews. It's fucking it's a fucking Nazi fucking KKK fucking.
Yeah, like I said, Johnny, there's a difference. I've always established that back when we had Crazy Brian from Ohio. I established back in the fucking day.
I still like him though. I still like him, even if he's.
I still like Brian. I like the guy. But I'm saying there's a difference.
Yeah.
He helped put us on the road to phone call fame.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, man, we had good times, Pops. That's why we got to bring him back on your channel, Pop. I'm trying to get rid of my channels. It's like hard for me because people like my platform. So go, we gotta get on Murdoch's. No, we got to get on Pop's channel from now on. We got to get on the Speculators channel from now on. Like, we need to make a.
Just email me. You have my original email.
I think so.
Yeah, you should have it. I know. You and Brian have my main email. Just email me a message there, and I'll set it up.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Or nothing.
You have more subs than either one of us, I think. So I think we should start doing shows on your channel again, but this time we'll be more aware of the situation, you know?
I'm down with it.
Yeah, let's do that from now on. We can go live on your channel tomorrow night or something.
That's cool.
Because we need to bring.
I have to be after the Ohio State, Penn State game.
P-Mars, you can go suck a dick, bud.
What is he saying?
Let him on. Let P-Mars. I haven't talked to him in so long, so I just wanted to say hey.
Who the fuck would have been babies with Brian? Man, come on, P-Mars, man. That's
what did he say? I can't see what y'all are reading.
I see what's going on now. That's all right though.
P-Mars, why are you?
Oh, Tiffany went off on him.
Why are you saying that and then wanting to come on?
I don't know what he's doing, man. I don't know why he did that. You kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah, because you said you let him on and then you didn't let him on.
Oh, P-Mars hurt my feelings, man. I like P-Mars, dude.
You hurt my feelings too, man. Shame on you, P.
He's just mad.
P.
You don't mean nothing, bro.
Yeah, he's mad, Tiffany said, because nobody will have babies with him.
Yeah, but you didn't have to put crackhead in there, dude. I bet you smoke more crack than any of us, P-Mars.
I bet she drinks more pee than any of us.
Yeah, potato pee.
That's right.
Is he in the P crew?
Yeah, he's a pea man. He's a potato.
No, he's on Patty's show. Like he'll be on Patty's show tomorrow, probably.
Mars is all right. Hey, why'd you have to? Like I said, that's why Johnny's right. Why'd you have to say that?
Man, he came in and tried to dox Johnny that night, remember? And he did too. Yeah. Had him right in front of his green screen. It was hilarious. Showed off the titties and everything, Johnny. Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
It was
never ends.
He did that. He clicked your camera button on you. That's what he did.
Fucks, man.
He's a slime ball, man. I know he is. I knew he was from the beginning. I knew he was a year ago. Guess what, folks? You're all still shills.
Exactly. They try to play so cool too, man, don't they? We don't like Jeff no more. Oh no, we know Jeff is a shill now.
But like I said, that was a low blow for P-Mars. I've never seen him really.
Man. Yeah, we're over that bullshit, man. Like, come on, that's the fucking 3rd or 4th degree of the J-Trig shit. Come on, we already know about this shit. Quit that shit, man.
That's why I know the J-Trig manual so well, because I keep going back to look at it to study these people.
Yeah, that's right out of Glenn's playbook.
Well, the Glenn's playbook's right out of the J-Trig playbook. It's crazy how identical their tactics are. It's absolutely mind-boggling. They're identical, right? Hard to believe. There is a J Trig manual out there. You can go read it, and you'll see. You'll be like, yeah, Jeff does this. Yep, Jeff does that. Jeff does this. Jeff does that. Yep. He was in the Navy. Yep. He's an operations manager. Yep. J Trig to a T.
And Jeff is a felon. I'm going to prove this. Before I retire from YouTube, I'm going to prove what felony he is convicted of.
So, Pops, you notice how like there's a roller coaster with everything. Like they made us look bad. They think we're proxy patty agents, and then all of a sudden, like time tells. You know, like we always said that. Like time tells. And can you not see that time has told the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to have to say Rock Lover proved this to me. Not that he proved it to me, but how Rock Lover got caught up in the middle of this.
Well, he just took our information and ran with it. He listened to me. You were in that show that night, Pops. You heard me going off, dude. So he heard the same thing you heard.
I watched that show when you went. I mean, that was the first time you ever went ballistic on them.
Yeah, I had to, man. I
deservedly so. I had your back that night.
Yeah. And so he heard the same thing that I was saying. So he took what I was saying and ran with it. So he went on everyone's chat saying, oh, it's bullshit and all this shit because of what I was saying. Because it was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're done. I'm done. I'm done with the disinfo. I'm done with the bullshit. I can't take it anymore. Brian and his family are my friends. I got his fucking back till the end. Pops, you're my friend. I got your back to the fucking end, dude. These people, man, they're out to just what? What are they trying to do? They're trying to fucking call people's jobs, call the fire department, call people arsonists. Why? Because we're flat earthers? These people are obviously shills, and Harp is probably right, trying to make us look like terrorists or some shit. Who fucking knows? But you know what? It's time to stand up and say, no, that's not right. I am going to go live. We can go live, and we can say, no, you're wrong. Go ahead, Canadian police. Watch this show. We can show you how these people are setting up these people. Okay? Glenn fucking told that motherfucker he was going to rip his throat out and all that shit.
Yep.
You don't think that there was a reason why Mike beat up Glenn? I mean, yes, Mike wanted to beat up Glenn for a fucking reason.
Okay.
You know, it's not like Mike was just going to go, oh, I just want to go kill people because I'm a serial killer. No, Glenn lives down the street from Mike, and Glenn was threatening Mike, and Mike's like, hey, I live down the street. Let's fight. And then what does Glenn do? Calls the cops. So that shows you these people are not fucking real. They're just paid fucking trolls to get people to leave YouTube, the flat earth fucking YouTube, because that's what they do. They find real people that come in like Harp and me and anyone that goes against it, they attack them. Distraction, disinfo, divide and conquer, whatever tactic they can use, they'll come in our group, they'll divide us. They divided me and Brian from you and everyone else. Luckily, we're not all crazy, and we can kind of like work it out, you know, because
it's
okay. Fucked.
Yeah, man. And I don't know if you heard my live stream this morning, Johnny, but I had this conclusion, and I wrote a comment under one of Harp's videos about his Flat Earth Reset thing. Okay, so do you remember when I was saying that Jeff Stewart is Flat Earth Reset? I was actually saying that. Okay, he's Flat Earth Reset. I believed it.
I remember that.
Okay, well, he's not. I was mistaken. I was mistaken, okay? But my mistake was this. Okay, so let's go back in time. The very first person to mention the term Flat Earth Reset was Matthew Powerland on the endings of one of his videos. He has his company name up there in the LLC, and then it says Flat Earth Reset underneath. And so then Jeff Stewart went on Nathan Oakley's show after Flat Earth. Okay. Then Flat Earth Reset came out. Okay. He came out onto the scene and he was all over IPS. Okay. That's what he was exposing, was IPS. Okay. And then Jeff Stewart went on Nathan Oakley's live stream, and Nathan Oakley titled it Jeff Stewart's Flat Earth Reset. Now, that's not saying that Jeff Stewart is Flat Earth Reset. I had another idea. It's saying that Jeff, basically, I'm thinking Jeff and Math are in charge of this whole Flat Earth Reset campaign. That's the psyop in the Flat Earth, is the Flat Earth Reset. See, because I used to think it meant Flat Earth needs a reset, as in we need to get rid of all these wicked people that are threatening to kill people and shit. That's not what it means. Math means he wants a Flat Earth Reset to get rid of all these other so-called shills, because this Flat Earth Reset term came out right after Matthew Powerland did all his crazy rants about the shills in the desert and at the house with Jeff. It came out after the phone call with Jeff about Morgile releasing his MGTV stuff, so I got it. It's about a psyop, and the psyop, the operation, is called Operation Flat Earth Reset, okay? Get it. That's what it is. And they're here to destroy Flat Earth. Anybody that's not Matthew Powerland, the only person that Flat Earth Reset does not talk about is Matthew Powerland, right?
Great point, B.
There we go. It's Operation Flat Earth Reset, and it's not here to make Flat Earth better. It's here to make it better for Matthew Powerland. That's what it's here to make. That's what it's here for. That's what Flat Earth
he does these, and he does these fucking horrible shows every day, 5 times a day. He reminds me of Dan fucking Pratt. It's like he's even worse than Dan Pratt because he goes live and then he just spews crazy disinfo and like he just makes flat earthers look retarded. That's what it's all about. It's like, let's just make flat earth look fucking ridiculous all the fucking time. All these people do that. They all fucking do that. Make flat earth look fucking stupid.
So there you go. Operation Flat Earth Reset. JB Stewart is the operations manager, and his boss is Matthew Powerland, and they're all attacking Team Patricia, Mark, Eric, all them, but they won't go after Math, will they? They won't touch him. And who was the only ones that would go after Matthew Powerland, Johnny? Me and you, right? Me and you.
Is Pop still here? You still here, Pops?
I'm listening. I was just trying to think about that behind what Brian just said. I think a couple of people went after Powerland.
Yeah, but what Brian said makes perfect fucking sense. I mean, it
makes very. I mean, that's how the PSYOP works. I get that. I didn't get it a while ago. I'm not going to ever claim that I got this from the beginning. But
no.
Now, yes, it's obvious.
Well, from what I can see is like before Flat Earth, you have a bunch of truthers, and then they use the Flat Earth to put all the truthers in one place. So they got us all in one spot. Now they're going to destroy us. You see? They're going to make us all look crazy one way or the other. Or they're going to call the cops on us. They're going to ruin our lives. They're going to data mine us. They're going to do whatever the fuck they can to get us. You shit bags. You shit bags. You little shit bags. You know?
I mean, that's just going to come our way whatever their observation, whatever their plan of operation is or isn't. Shit's getting a little bit too much out of hand. And
and they're not good.
Something's about to happen behind that.
See, we're not idiots. So they hire these people and we learn their tactics from over years of what they've done. Like they don't think that we're going to catch on to the job. So we watch the job. We learn, like we retain information. So the information we're retaining is like a daily job. Daily, I'm going live. Daily, I'm seeing what's happening and I'm learning. It's like a job. Just like they have a job, we have a job, even though we're not getting paid. But we're catching the information and we're able to see now 4 years in, 5 years in, okay, this is obvious now. It's very obvious. And after this Mike Glenn shit, I mean, it blew it out the motherfucking shit. So it's like Okay, yes, Jeff is getting paid. Glenn's getting paid. Maybe Mike's getting paid. Maybe we know they're all getting paid. They're shield protectors. They're trolls. They're agents. Disinfo, and yes, it's true. At this point, what else the fuck could it be? What else could it be at this point? I mean, get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to just.
Not to mention the Denver meetup coming next month.
Oh man.
I mean, we know what the first one, all the shit came behind that. You know, this one's it's gonna double down.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like walking away. That's why I want you to start up a show on your channel, Pops, and you start up a show on the Speculator or the other one with the most subs you guys got, and I'll come on your guys' show if you guys want to keep doing it. I feel like we've done it. We've exposed it. And if anyone can't see, I don't think any real people watch anyways. I think they're all shills. But if there's one real person watching, I mean, I hate to say it, but you can't trust anyone, especially in this flat earth shit. I mean, they're all fucking shills. They really are. Sad. But, I mean, like, we like, for a minute, you think Jeff Stewart and Glenn, like, maybe they're real people and they're just angry.
Like I said, he's a psychopath. That dude, like I said, there's nobody in this community that I could point to like Jeff Stewart that has a criminal history.
You seen it?
Dangerous.
Oh, he's old, man. I bet you know what, when we do flat earth fights, I'll put you and Jeff because you guys are about around the same age. He's old. No, he's older than you.
But we're the same age.
I put my money on you. I put my money on you. I think you get him in a headlock and he just can't breathe no more.
I would fuck Jeff up. Beyond a doubt, I mean, it wouldn't even be a fight.
In America, we're allowed to say that. Hey, you
know, all here's I'll come hunt you. I beg Dan Pratt to come hunt me down.
Dan Pratt ain't gonna do that. He's gonna talk about Jesus tomorrow. Dude, he's all fake as fuck, dude. Dan Pratt, man. I can't believe that shit. You notice how he just disappeared from this whole drama and then he just went straight in talking about Jesus and flat earth every day?
Right. I haven't seen the Dan Pratt video in a month or so.
Man, he makes like 3 or 4 a day.
I know his habits. I'll have to go look at him though, but his videos will never come across my screen. I know he's up to some nonsense, but I'll have to go look him up.
Jed says, Dan Pratt is such a fat fake.
Exactly, Jed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had my say about Daniel Pratt.
I mean, we're at the point where, like, go ahead. What'd you say, Pop?
He's a con man. I mean,
they're all con men, scan artists.
These people are con men. I mean, Jeff. Another thing, I don't know if you guys covered this or not in your last couple of videos. I think I tried to watch all of them, but I know you kind of talked of, but you didn't get into detail because he started the North Carolina hurricane relief fundraiser on his channel. And I'm like, this motherfucker ain't gonna give $1 to no motherfucking body for no hurricane relief. Did you guys cover that?
Yeah, I covered it.
All right, I knew one of y'all did. I'm like, this guy's fucking fundraising for the hurricane.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, everything is always begging for money with him.
Yo, Pop, you ever think he's fundraising while the hurricane's happening, but his electricity ain't cut off yet? Or neither his Ethernet or nothing?
Right.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a hurricane, but we're going to talk about Bri all week long. Could you spare some change while I call the fire department and the RCMP to go arrest him for nothing? Spare some change. There's a hurricane.
He couldn't pay his gas bill or light bill. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm like, motherfucker, you're begging for money.
Yeah.
For hurricane victims of a hurricane that's not even listed as a hurricane. It's a tropical storm.
I know. Exactly.
You ain't giving you can't pay your own bills. You ain't giving $1 for no goddamn buck.
Well, it's like Rock Lover says, the wash machine business is dying, see? So the repair business is dying with it. You know, being some kind of agent provocateur pays better.
Yeah, well, you know, hurricane relief disaster fundraising. I mean, I don't see how people, like I said, and that's why he wants a truce, Johnny, because he's fucking up so much.
Yeah.
Like everybody fucking left him. Everybody. I mean, Rock Lover sent me the link. I didn't even want to go to it. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to it. And I couldn't see anybody in his chat that I fucking knew. Nobody. Now, when he did that racist shit, I saw some people. I saw Rock Lover and other people that I knew. He got all those people are gone now. Like I said, Brian taught us as much as anybody. Shit comes back on you, man. Through God.
Hey, there's something weird. I think they know how the human mind works, to where they restart the program, and they don't think they think we're just gonna reset as they like Brian was saying about reset, you know, they know how our mind works, so they think that they can just go back and go, oh, we're gonna go to Zeitgeist now. Like, this is 10, 12 years ago. Like, yeah. No, motherfucker, you were just saying this dude had a bomb and it was going to be like there was going to be flat earth terrorists and the end of the world. And then all of a sudden the next day.
I'm sorry, Johnny. He's saying both of us.
No, what's up, San? Hey, San. Hey, man, I'm playing a psychological operation on chat. Everyone gets a wrench.
Man, when you get your channel up and going again, man, all your channels are canceled to me.
But the point I was trying to make is...
hold on, Jerry, real quick. San Ingan was on the channel that called Brian out. He was on there. That's what I'm saying. Flat Earthers are on those activist channels. And San Egan got into it, a couple of those cats. He can contest to how crazy they are. Because he did a video on it, and then right after that, they canceled your channel to me, San Egan. He was on those First and Second Amendment activist channels that I caught Jeff Stewart calling Brian out on.
Sam's been, we let him on the show. If Sam wants to come on, Jed wants to come on.
Sam's a fucking man. Sam, get your main channel back up and running, dude. Go on, Johnny. I'm sorry cutting you off. I just had to give a shout out to you.
All I was trying to say is I think that they understand the psychology of our own minds to where they can fuck with us because they're trained. What?
What's up?
Oh, okay. So what I'm trying to get at is these people are trained. Like, there's like 10 steps that they have. They go through step 1, step 2, step 3 with us because like that they're here to fuck with us. Like you have a certain number of trolls, certain kind of troll has a job to do. But then when it comes to the whole operation, like gathering us as a group, you're able to control us. You're able to control us mentally. You can tell us that trees are mountains that are giants that are, and then like for a second our mind is like, oh shit, because we heard the music and we heard the guy talk like, now there's a tree and it was a flower and now you're dead, you know, and then like you believe that shit, you know, like because we're so gullible.
Right.
So what it takes is some common sense to step back and say, wait, if there was a bomb, why would the cop be standing at the front door? Like, just like, hey, Glenn, is that your uncle? Like, you know, but the bomb was there on Saturday, you know, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. And then you look at Patty, Mark, and Math, and all these people, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
We just falling for it and keep falling for it over and over again every fucking year, where it's like, oh, until someone steps up and says, fuck this shit, quit. Fire me. No, you know what? I'm not going to quit. You fire me because I'm unemployment, bitch.
But I think it's coming back on them, Johnny. I think that's why Jeff is calling for a truce. Calling for a truce because he's finally, no matter how much Jake Gibson tries to give him fuckers in California over to him, because his views and his comments and his chat doesn't show nowhere near a 3,000 person subscription for Jeff. So that shit's bullshit. Like Brian said, Brian put the where you go out and buy your chat log and comments. He's full of shit. And he's finally realizing it, because I went on his channel and I don't recognize no motherfucking body. Hey, what's up, Tom? I don't recognize no motherfucking body on there anymore. Nobody. And if they're on there, they're silent and they're going, shit, if I comment on here, I gotta admit that I'm part of the Ku Klux Klan group. And that's motherfucking boy. They Lie, Ohio. He ain't on there. I'm like, what?
No. No, he's They Lie, Ohio is messaging me saying, hey man, if you leave Dan Pratt alone, like you're cool.
Right. That's all They Lie, Ohio cares. Right. And we did, Johnny. We did. I tried to make amends with him. I was like, look, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it.
Dude, we had a run on Dan though. He must be the Prince of Norway. I don't know what else he could be. Who the fuck is Dan Pratt? Why is he so like motherfucker, man?
Right. Exactly. It is what it is.
You got anything to say, Brian?
I just called to say Jeff is a monster.
Yeah, that's the best word. I was trying to think of a better word.
Are you political hillbilly or raccoon hillbilly?
Who?
You. I'm not sure.
You'll never know, Johnny. You'll never know. Never know.
He's a potato Tom. But Jeff had the N-word hate video out towards me. He was dead in the chat session. There was a whole bunch of people there. They're not there no more.
Oh. Do we all remember that time when Jed Skeptic was working with Glenn, calling me a pedophile in the chats over and over and over and over and making videos calling me a pedophile? You remember that, Jed? Yeah, I remember that, buddy.
Saying.
Well, we all know Jed. What? I was just gonna say that we all know Jed is a shill, but I mean, if you're like Jeff Stewart and you're in a basement and you're fighting in a basement and you see Jed in the corner and he's smoking a cigar, drinking whiskey, and you're like, I know that you called me a shill or you were like fucking with me, called me a pedo or whatever,
I forgive him.
but I'd rather hang with Jed than P Mars now. I mean P Mars is probably playing poker with Jed.
I forgive
I
him.
don't.
I kind of
All
gave
right,
him
I'm
a
good.
hard time at the beginning.
All right, I'll read chat.
Pete Myers, he's a good guy to me. I don't know. What he just said not too long ago didn't go over good with me.
Well,
I don't know if it's sexual frustration. I don't know.
It's just funny. It's funny
If
how
you're such a thing, I'm not gonna hold it against you.
no, it's funny though. Like in the heat of all the battles shit that we go through, they say shit, you know. But then I felt it. I just felt it. When somebody brings up what the other people did, like it's like it instantly like builds tension. Like it's something so vile that you don't even want to. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
why did Jeff and Jason Rogue and all them people start off with the pedophile accusation? Where does that come from? Why did Jason Rogue and Jeff, Glenn, and all of them people hit it off with pedophile accusation right away? They came out with that right away on, oh, you're this, you're this, you're this. And they pumped it for months. Remember when Glenn had that week-long live stream about me? Like over and over and over and over. Like where did that? And then they all holler when I say something about it. I don't care. I forgive them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know
It is
why
what
you're
it is.
breaking. I don't know why you're breaking up, Brian. But like you're cutting in and out, but I'm
Yeah,
still able to hear.
you are cutting out, Brian.
But I'm able to hear you a lot better than I heard Kathy. That's for sure.
Right.
I got people blooping, probably cutting me out.
Yeah, you're just choppy. It's just choppy.
Try that. No, I just asked the question, where does that come from?
No, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why people want to attack people.
Right.
Oh, or
They
befriend
had
people.
zero proof. Remember that. They had zero proof that I was what they were saying I was.
I mean, but even why go at you? Like, why come home from work and decide to go at Brian? Like, we're gonna go at this guy, like when we're gonna call him names, like, and also why become friends with people? Like, when I met you guys were against me, saying, "Oh, that's not a hoax. Las Vegas isn't a hoax." But then I have Rain Kisses, who is Alicia Tettons, like telling me, "Oh, you're the best." Like you're like flattering me, so it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get off work, find someone on YouTube, like go look up flatterer shills, find someone that's calling them out. I mean, I might do it. Actually, I might do it. I don't know. But I'm not gonna go and juggle their balls until I do a live stream, and like I'll wait until they find me, until like Harp, like he's like wanting to go on live with us last night.
Yeah. Right. No, that's just questions I asked. I asked Jed that because like a fellow, and I just wonder why he came after me first. But I don't know. See, I seen a bunch of people going off on him that one night, and I think it might have been that. So that's what it was about.
Hey,
back.
Dude, you never know. He might get upset and start calling you pedo again tonight. You never know.
Well, I'm just asking.
You never know. Yeah, you're cutting out bad. Worse now. Just drop out and come back. Is Pop still here? Well, I'm glad Multi Tom Tom is here because he knows Patty better than anybody. And I think most people want to know, is Patty a tranny, or is Patty has an inverted penis? And I don't think any of that really matters, because Mark Sargent is apparently the king shill. He pays math. He pays Eric. I don't know. That's what I heard anyway. And we have a bunch of people that are willing to come forward and spill the beans. I mean, P. Mars is ready to come forward. Jed Skeptic is ready to come forward and tell the truth. Rain Kisses. Even Glenda, He worked for Craigslist. He was hired by, Jeff and Math. And Metatron controls Flat Earth, huh? Do you know, Multi Tom Tom, that Brian and I were researching this about 6 months ago? And we got a lady on the phone, Metatron Z, Diane Troyer. And she has this technology with like 7 projectors to create this virtual reality without glasses.
You can hear me,
right? Yeah, you're not chopping. Go ahead and talk. See if you're chopping.
Am I choppy?
No, you're good.
All right, I had to turn my gain up. It was all the way the other way. So yeah, sorry.
So this whole Metatron, it's just it's pretty interesting about the data mining, because that's what it's all about. Because when you think about Metatron with the historical meaning, with it's the god collector of information. With Metatron Inc., it's the data mining of everyone's information. That's all it is. So it's data collecting. When I was young, I worked at a marketing company, and what we did was we got people's information and their addresses to send them information.
Right.
So all you're doing is collecting truthers' information.
Right.
So you're finding all the truthers that there is. You're using Flat Earth. You're using these things, anything you can get. That's why when Brian Andrews Grossman came on, he's like, Johnny, how tall are you? What shoe size? Whatever you can get from me, whatever data you can collect.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between a Metatron shill, a disinfo shill, a mole. Like, there's all these different kinds of shills. Like, they get different pay rates, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. But see, the whole Metatron thing that Jeff's doing the last couple days, he took a little bit of truth out of the Metatron company, and everything that he's built around it is a lie. So you can't even see through the lies to see what truth about Metatron he's telling. We covered Metatron through and fucking through. It's like I said in my stream earlier, man. We called people. We got a hold of people. We covered all kinds of stuff about it. We covered all the different companies, My Show Network. We covered the phone app thing. We covered everything. We covered Joe Real. We covered Diane Troyer. We covered it all. I went into the stocks. I went in to show how they were manipulating stocks all the time, how people were writing bad reviews. We went through them. So we did absolutely everything. And I see Jeff's bullshit built all around his Metatron story that he's building with that stupid screenshot of those people on it.
But you notice he hasn't got anywhere. Like,
no, he hasn't, and he won't.
And is he gonna make this another 3-week extravaganza about Metatron? And is it gonna end up with Joe Real and
he's trying to deviate off of his faith 2.0 with this Michael guy and with Glenn and shit. It's a punt fake. It's a fake punt.
Yeah. You know what, Pops? I killed that fucking shit. I hate to say this. I hate to take credit. I'm not usually this narcissistic, but that night when I did that live stream, before Kathy and Brianable and everyone came on, like I went at him hardcore, and I was cussing at him like, this is bullshit, because I knew in my heart it was fake.
Yeah.
It hurt me, man. And that killed it. I felt like after that night, it was like, you know what, Johnny's right. Even like him, even it hit his heart, like even hit Jeff's heart. He was like, you know what, Johnny's right. I can't do this shit. Fuck, man.
He was trying to fake punt. He was trying, like I said, he was like, shit, I done fucked up 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
2 times in a row. Goose egg. That's what you call it.
Honeypot.
Yeah, honeypot, goose egg.
Yeah.
You fucking come up with Neil of your, and that's why I'm saying it goes back to his. I can't think of that big American TV detective show, but we all know what it is. But that detective show, that he has that flow chart of people because he's come up goose egg and goose egg.
But you see what happens. You see what happens when we stand up. When we stand up, because I was talking to Brian. I was like, "What do we do, Brian?" Like, we walk away. We walk away. We try, and then Brian's like, "We tried that, man." I'm like, "Okay, we just don't say their name." Oh, we tried that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go 100%. Fuck them. And that's what we did. That's what we do. Every time they come, every time they
talking about this tonight.
So think about this, fellas. Think about this, okay?
I'm the one normally going, "Hey, Brian, Johnny, let's not talk about it."
Think about this. If we're not right, if we have never been right about anything, which I have begged to differ, think about this. You guys remember when I made the video proving that Matthew Powerland went to St. Francis Xavier University? You read the Flat Earth Wikipedia page with me right in front of your eyes. You've seen it existed. You go out there today, after I've made that video, Matthew Powerland had the creator take it down. It's gone. So the only way that page exists is in my old video, and I'm the only one that's proved that he went to a Jesuit university. And then, on top of all of that, I go back to the J-Trig manual today to read it again, and I read in it that most people that are in charge of these operations are like really, he has a double batch, he has a double major in political science. And that's who runs these operations, is people who have double majors in political science. And that's what Matt went to St. Francis for, was for a double major in political science. See? So it's studying people. That's what he's doing. It's a big fucking...
Yeah.
It's math.
So
it's math.
It's like a 10-year data program where they just data mine everything.
Yep. It's a political science experiment is what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
And that boils it down to pretty basic, pretty rational thinking. That's rational, okay? Because all that's saying is that some university somewheres sent out one of its students to do a political science experiment, or maybe this is his thesis. Maybe he's writing his thesis now. I started Flat Earth and this would happen, blah, 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 blah. This is my experience trying to run. I don't know. But we know that everybody that creates movements comes out of one of these Jesuit universities, right? So that's he's through and through Jesuit. And then he runs a 4-hour live stream the other day trying to expose the Jesuits. And it's like, this don't even make sense. We got a Jesuit trained actor here exposing Jesuits. But see, there's something missing. And that's what I realized today, is that I'm looking at this the wrong way. I have another angle, and that's none of these agents, these university, whatever they are, Jesuits, they're not telling us the complete truth. You can go out there and watch any video on the Jesuit you want, whether it's on Mi'kmaq's channel. They're not telling you the complete truth. They're not telling you that it was these Jesuit priests from back in the day that brought us this ball earth lie. And it was all a big marketing scheme back then, because they were doing the same thing back then. They were selling maps. They were selling pictures. They were selling, if it was today, they would have been selling T-shirts. They would have been doing it online. They would have been pushing it everywhere. There's actually a guy on Facebook who's claiming that he's raised 6 million euros to go for a trip to Antarctica. How come Matthew Powerland isn't talking about that? Right? It's all bullshit. It's a big scam, and that's what they're doing, man. It's That's what it is. And we've boiled it down to as rational as we can, you know? Instead of hooting and hollering, they're Rosicrucians, they're this and they're that, and they're this and that. That's basically what they are. And that's not hard to understand, right? That's how the world runs, right? Some people leave St. Francis Xavier and they become prime ministers. Some of them become Matthew Powerland in control of a movement, right?
So how can we not be affected by what we hear so much? Or you see, like, our brain, the way our brains work, like, how can we just let all this shit go and focus on the truth, the history, you know?
If people out there are going to make it so that they're in my face and they're calling the RCMP on me every other day and they're stalking my very first live stream and they got all their little buddies chasing me around, stalking me, well, I'm going to cover that, because that to me is what we're here for. We're here to, like I said earlier, we always are looking for the shill, the agent, the provocateur, and we have a whole team of them staring us right in the face, right? So that's what we are. We're truthers, and we expose that shit when it comes across to us. If they don't want us talking about them, they should leave us alone. We shouldn't have lift the veil in our live stream if he's just going to come in and bash us to try to better his show or to try to tear us down so that he can make it. It's because
how did we get to this point? How did we get?
We're smart.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to believe that we're in this position, like, because we only get like 10 viewers every time, like 100 views or something, you know. But like, but we're a threat, you know. Like, how the fuck? I don't know, man.
Because it catches. Because the truth catches on. See, at least in the truther community, and that's the only community we're reaching out to, that we're trying to talk to, is people that are interested in research.
It has been a roller coaster of up and down, like, to where it's like they're like, oh, like, all of a sudden, like, we're the bad guys, and then they're the bad guys, and then we're the bad, and then we're the good guys again. But no, we've always been on the same. We've always said the same thing. Like, we haven't ever changed.
No, we've stuck to our guns. Yep.
Yeah.
And I've admitted when I was wrong. You've admitted when you were wrong. I've made apologies. You know, so that's all a decent man can do. I can't suck their ass. I'm not going to get on my knees and beg them. Right? Leave me alone, please. No.
They said they would stop, but like tonight, Pops came on, and all of a sudden it was just right into it. So
they didn't stop. They didn't stop, and I keep trying to tell you that. I'm going to reinforce that again. They didn't stop because he went after Harp last night, and tonight it was a whole damage control show about how we're the agents, we're the provocateurs, and they didn't do anything wrong, and they didn't say our names, but everybody that's been around knows who he's talking about, you know.
Exactly. I'm not. Look, for fucking years I've been. I don't blame Brian for being mad at me. I've been begging Brian to back off, and while raising them up and telling them, all right, just thinking it will stop. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't, Johnny. It don't stop with them.
No.
It doesn't. It doesn't stop with them.
Sure
they feed off that shit.
That's right.
They're suffering a backlash like they didn't imagine, and they're trying to they're trying to backfeed to clean up their mess.
Yeah. Yep. Shh, just forget about it. Move on. Yeah. Like it didn't even happen.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying to backfeed and clean up their mess, and it's not working.
No. And Jeff
would work is if we would exonerate them and forgive them. And that. Like I said, that's the shit I used to bug Brian with all the time. And I get you, Brian. I'm you, dude. Right now, I'm like, fuck them.
But see, you know from dealing with me, Popcorn, you
I
know,
was like, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them.
you know from personally dealing with me, I'm quick to forgive and forget and move on, and I try to.
I thank you for months and months and months. I'm like, see what they're doing now. Let it go, let it go. And I'm like,
that's good advice. That's good advice.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Taking the high road, being the bigger man.
It says I've been the monk of everybody, but at this point, I'm like, fuck them.
And that's the point I got to.
Hey, let's call Jake.
Y'all got the number.
Think you'll answer tonight?
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna be like, Jake, you are now being a motherfucker. You know, you have been controlled. You have Jeff cancer, and you have Math Powerlane cancer, and Eric Dubé cancer.
What's the number, Johnny?
Chill. I don't know, dude. I don't know that.
Can I talk to Jake first? I have a lot of questions for him, but I don't want to give him a 9-hour live stream to get his number.
You don't have it, Johnny?
It's 1-800 Express Math
1-800, fuck you.
No, it's a 916 or something. 91.
Fellas, I can't dig through another live stream to get that number again. Come on now. You guys must have his number in your Rolodex by now, fellas. Come on.
I can find it. It'll be America.
He's gonna love it, dude. He's watching right now, so he's gonna answer it.
I want to talk to him first. I want to talk to him first.
Fuck it, I'm gonna find
me
his
first.
number. Y'all are bullshit.
No, I'm not bullshit.
I got his number.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're bullshitting. You're bullshitting. You've always had his number, dude. I never saved it, bro.
I want to say.
Jake, I am your father.
Then I can say, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy, Jake? Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. That's right, Jake Gibson. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy, Jake.
All right. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna hang up. So.
Hello, you've reached Karen Endicott. Please leave a message.
That's not Jake. What are you doing,
That's
Popcorn?
Karen. That's the wrong.
Call it Karen B.
Wrong shill.
No, but she was a flat
looking for flat Earth.
She was a flat earth. Karen Endicott is a flat earth.
She is, yeah.
I'm gonna find Jake's. Give me a minute.
All right, hold on.
How many fucking numbers written down? It's crazy.
Bob says, I gotta mute myself here. I got fucking choke brains out.
Jake's gonna be on Jeff's show tomorrow, telling him we call them every day. We call Jake every single day. We're always calling Jake.
Well, I think this is it. I swear to God, I think this is
Who's your daddy, Jake? Who's your daddy?
Math Powerlane.
Matthew Powerland's your daddy, Jake.
Yep.
Hi, this is Jake.
Oh.
Go, Brian.
Hello?
Say it.
Hello? Is there anybody there? Is this Jake Gibson? Jake Gibson, I got a question for you. Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. That's right, Jake, I'm your daddy.
Beth Powerland is your daddy.
Matthew Powerland is your daddy.
Perfect.
I love when he does
To
that.
send your message, press 1 at any time.
Save that bitch. Sent that bitch.
All right, I'm about to do it again.
That was the best ever.
They might play that on Jeff's stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I love it.
Flat Earth stalkers.
Voices and shit.
That's what they get for being such shills, man.
Too much.
Jake will be pissed. Let's call him again. Call him again. Call him again.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, call him again.
I'm gonna mute
Call
this
him
one.
again.
See if he
Yeah,
hits.
no. All right.
Hi, this
All right.
is Jake.
I got it.
Call you back.
Hello, Jake. We have a great comedy show for you in Burbank. I don't know if you can make it, but I hope you get there because Math Powerland will be there. We've got Jeff Stewart. We got Thomas Scott News and everyone else. We just need you to end the show. We need you to be the end of the show where you're going to nail it. Bring your balloon. Bring your microphone and bring your karaoke machine. We need you to sing Sweet Home Alabama. Chris Rock, please show up. And Lift the Veil, I hope you're there because we'll appreciate it. And we're going to need Patty Steer and Mark Sargent to show up. Eric Dubay won't be there, but Joe Rogan might. You never know. Thanks, Jake. We hope you make it. Just respond to this message anytime you can. Thank you very much.
Do the double voice, Brian. Brian, do the double voice real quick.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, Brian did fucked up.
Brian, do the
Oh, geez, it's too bad that we missed you, Jake. We were hoping that we would catch you tonight. You know what? Matthew Powerland's still your daddy.
To send your message, press 1.
Say we prank call him. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. All that shit's fair and funny and all.
I should have used my female voice.
That's just funny as fuck.
I really should have. I could have said, "Hey, Jake, how you doing, sexy?"
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. That's how fair and the love with them.
Oh man, we need to go on your show, Pops. This is the best show ever, man.
I gotta re-listen to this one.
Who we calling now? We gotta call somebody. Oh.
Pull some numbers. I'll call
All right. Let's call Jed Skeptic. Or I mean,
I'll call you overseas.
I'll get my Jed voice out. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll call you overseas.
Give Jed a call.
I'm gonna pay for it. This is gonna
Jed, you're next, buddy. You're next on the list. Hope you're ready to go live, Jed.
Pops has Jed's number.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. It's on my time, buddy. I would love to talk to you. I mean, I don't know what Johnny and Brian. You're a cool dude in my.
Oh, I ain't gonna holler at Jed. I ain't mad at you.
I know Jed's been pretty cool. Anybody put the number in the screen and I'll call it. And if you have one of those fake
It's too bad you think I'm creepy, Jed, but that's okay.
cell phones,
I've been called worse.
We do have your number, Jed. We're calling you now. No. Let's call. Dang it. Let's call Matt Powerland. Do we have Matt Powerland?
we should. His number should be well.
Yeah. Like we should come up with a good. Brian, do you have any ideas about ecumenical movement or something?
I can call Math if you want, and I can give some ideas real
Yeah,
quick.
no. Yeah, but
But
no,
no.
let's come up with idea
From what
first.
I've learned, buddy, all we got to do is threaten to kill people, stab them with a pencil, play the guitar real bad, and then I think we can bring everybody together, man. That's how you do it. How you do it. You don't come on YouTube and make sense to start an ecumenical movement. You got to come on and.
All right, I'll be the guitar guy then.
All right, cool.
All right. Learn how to play guitar. Call me now. It's only going to cost you $100 an hour. Or something like that. I don't know. I got to figure this out. Are you calling him? Because, like, we got to come up with something. Like, he needs help to get to Antarctica.
I don't have Matt's number anymore, or I would hook him up with that guy that raised $6 million in the UK to go on a trip to the Antarctic, and he is looking for volunteers to go with him.
All right, then that's what we'll do. We're volunteers. We're all volunteers to go to Antarctica. That's the thing.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call Math, leave him a message, and say we're all volunteering to go to Antarctica.
I'm on board. I want to go to the new land.
Let's do it.
Damn Skippy. I want to make history. I want to help reshape the fucking world, buddy. I want to break free from this fucking system, man. I want on that boat.
Well, I mean, it's obviously fake, but I mean...
And they are going to prove on the way to Antarctica, get this, they're going to prove that Australia's a hoax.
Yeah, there's no Kool-Aid there, so...
Well, they're going to prove it on that journey. I want to be part of it. This is like the most epic journey ever, man. This is like James Cook shit, man. This is like Captain Drake shit, man. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like,
So Sean Davis says call Riley, but we know who Riley is. He's the dude that sniped us a couple times.
Yeah, horn bombed. Yeah.
I don't want to call Riley Shave. Shave. I call him Shave. Shave Davis. Shavis
Davis. How does your garden grow?
I don't want to call fucking Riley, bro. Yeah, Sleeping Warrior, motherfucker.
No,
he sniped me a few times.
Yeah, he's a scumbag, man. And Patty has him on her show. Loving it.
Fucking shows.
Loving it. Oh, you can't prove that it was... You can't prove it was Riley because a lot of people have that avatar. Even though in the video I proved beyond a reasonable doubt that it was Riley, Sleeping Warrior, that porn bombed us.
So what are you saying, Shavis? That you're John Williams? Or because I remember John Williams. Same as I remember... what was the other guy? The vampire dude and the other dude?
Okay. And... I can't remember the other guy.
Shavis, John Williams... the whole fucking pops, you know, the dudes that came out with all the clown extravaganza, just doxing everyone.
I think so.
Man, that's how we got Bob's number and all those people's number. Remember?
Yeah, I said, help me out. You know I'm retarded.
How can we find that? Okay, let's find that video. We'll start calling shows again. You know what I'm talking about, Brian. Remember that, Brian? Dang it. All right. This is why I was saying our brains don't work that well. You guys can't remember it.
No, I know that, Johnny. I'm saying I'm retarded half the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. So, like 3 months ago, they came out with a
information and shit like that. I'm fucked up.
Okay, remember the video 3 months ago where they doxed a bunch of people, but only half the numbers were right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was John Williams and all those people.
Yeah.
That's Sean Davis.
Okay.
And he's happy to be here.
All right.
Like, so we don't have to really call anybody. I don't know what the fuck. They distracted us, but that's what the show's for. It's for chat to distract us, for us to talk shit, and just expose the bullshit. You know, like it doesn't have to. We don't have to go live and just do this perfect show about something. You know, we can just talk as friends. You know, and I'm glad to have you on, Pops. I'd like you to go live tomorrow night on your channel, please.
All right, we're gonna do it, guy. After the Penn State Ohio State game.
All right. Yeah. No, it'll be late at night. It'll be.
Depending on how that game turns out, we're having a hangout for sure.
I'm down. About to drink a juicy beer for Jed Skeptic, an IPA, Juicy Haze, Voodoo Ranger. And then, you know, like, I don't care. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Like, we can hang out. Like, we just call Jake. We can just keep calling Jake. I don't give a shit. But, Brian, well, I appreciate you coming on. And honestly, Pops, like, people underestimated Brian. Like, he's got more information. Like, we could figure out Metatron. We could figure out this whole thing. But people need to believe in us. Like, if there's any people that are real out there, like, just say something instead of all the shills. Like, just doubting us.
Okay, Johnny. I have to just drop out for a little while. 2 of my kids are sick all of a sudden, so I don't know what's going on. But I'll be back anyway when we get this all settled. So,
go take care of it, Brian.
All right, bud.
This is a little different. We're doing a little private ID type of profiling. So, like I said, to me, it shows that, you know, I want you guys to be the main etch to what I'm looking at. So,
Well, what are you looking at, Pops? Are you looking at a niche market?
well, I'm just you and me back and forth with one another, and Brian just got off.
Well,
but not a niche market. Fuck no. Like I said, I'm not. I'm into activism, like I was trying to explain to you and Brian and Johnny, where Jeff threw Brian under the bus about activism. I'm very much into activism. And fuck no. You know, activism is about the right to be able to, you know, to defend your rights and defend our rights.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're getting into, Bob. It sounds like you're getting into like some. I mean, we've always had the same rights.
I'm getting it. I mean, I do my own thing, Johnny. I'm just saying. Jeff threw Brian under the bus to try to get him fucked up. It ain't got shit else to do with nothing but that. He tried to get.
So you're saying there's an op between Jeff and Glenn?
Like I said, I don't. Jeff Glenn is a. He's silly to me. He's a fool. He doesn't mean anything.
But, so you see what I see though.
Right.
There's definitely manipulation.
Yeah.
There's a delegation too.
Big time.
Yeah. Delegation, all kinds of shit. So you see who's your daddy when it comes to, and I was never when I used to say that I was like your daddy is Glenn, your son. I used to be joking around, but now I know I was hitting it right on the head. I always hit it right on the head, Pops. I don't know why I hit it on the head, but I always do. I'm not trying to be conceited, but man, got me fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, street activism, Pops. Are you want to go on the street with a
Yeah,
flat Earth sign?
I'm a flat earther, dude.
I know, but like, do you think people are really gonna like, cause I go to I have a couple jobs and like I wouldn't say anything to people at work until it got into a personal level and they brought it up to me. I
Right.
wouldn't try to. I
No,
used to
I
do
get that. I get that.
when I first found out. I was wanting to tell people. I was wanting to do that. But when you get like a couple years in, you're like, man, people do not want to hear this shit.
No, I get all of that. Hey, you live on a shoreline, motherfucker. you live on a shoreline. You look out in the water and the horizon is at your eye level. I mean, it takes a lot for those indoctrinated not to see what reality is. Because I flew a lot, you know, and I was like, that's how reality woke up to me. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm flying
man,
at 35, 40,000 feet. That's how my reality is.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I used to see. You're right. I would be on the ocean, right? I'd be up high in like a penthouse, and I would see like at 3 a.m. I would see the moon come up, but it wouldn't be like a perfect circle. It would look all weird, and it was red as fuck, and it was like I thought it was a UFO. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like,
Right.
"That was weird." Yeah, and it got weird, man, and it would like then it would come up, then it would form a circle. So I saw something that no one's ever talked about. No one's ever in the flat earth, no one's ever talked about this phenomenon. You go to the East Coast, Florida, um, sit there at like 3 a.m. on a certain day, the moon will come up and it will be all fucked up. And it'll be red as fuck and it won't be a circle. It'll be like just a weird shape. Man, I can't even explain it, dude.
No, I get you, John. I get it.
Because I was sitting there on the edge, you know what I mean? I'm on the edge of the earth.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have street activism. It's gonna be popcorn. Popcorn's gonna be on the street, and he's
All
gonna
right,
be.
we'll do it. Dude, I'll do it under my channel. I ain't. We could do it. I'm down with it. Let's do it. We could do it tomorrow. You want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do a show tomorrow on your show.
All right, fuck.
On your channel.
I'm with
Yeah, we gotta bring your channel back, Brian's channel back. Let's bring Anonymous Farm. I want to hear from Anonymous Farm.
Thank you.
I know.
I'm glad you want to reach out to him.
Because I
like him.
I know he's not rock lover.
Right.
Because Jeff was trying to say he was rock lover and shit. But I want to hear his voice, even though I like want to bash him a bit, like just to see if he can hang.
That's cool.
You know?
I mean, he'd be down with that.
Yeah. Let's get the old school cast. See if we can get Brian Avery Grossman.
I'm with it, Johnny. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's do it.
Wow. Yeah, man. I got to get rid of my channels, dude. Like, we got to go back to your channels. And then, like, I want to get the Speculator. I want to get some of Brian's channels going with some subs. so that I can just walk away and then I can come back and just be like a guest and shit. Cause I'm done, really, dude. Like, maybe not.
Gonna be done, Johnny. I mean,
I'll never.
I'm you, and you are me to me. So I can't see you being done. Because if you were really done, I'd be done. I wouldn't have shit to do with none of this.
And for Multi Tom Tom, if you're still listening, Cumby's around it. And Cumby, I think he wants to come back. It's just he needs the right platform. And it might be Pop's show. I'm not sure, but it's not mine. Obviously, it's not my platform because he would have came on it, you know. So it might be Pop's platform that he'll come on. But
I hope he does.
I can get a hold of him. I can try to punch him in his gut and say, "Hey, come on the damn show." He just doesn't like to go live and all that. Like because when he goes live, like he sees everyone in the chat. Like he'll. Like Anon, like when he went live the last time, he was like, "Man, Anon is like total freaking." I'm telling you, bro. Like John is smarter than all of us, man. Like he'll catch it right away, dude. Don't say nothing stupid. Don't say nothing propaganda. Don't say nothing like towards a certain agenda, or else he'll catch it. Like I'm not as smart as him. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. He just doesn't come. He doesn't like coming around because he knows everybody's a shill. You know what I mean? Street activism. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I saw a guy with a sign about Jesus tonight, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm all right." Like I felt like stopping and talking to him, you know, but I didn't. But what if that sign said flat Earth? What if the sign said flat Earth?